Okay, quick question. Which color is this? Red. Easy. You said red, I said red, we agree. Beautiful. Basically, we are soulmates. But here's the thing. Some people can see colors that you and I literally cannot see. Colors that don't have names. Colors that shouldn't exist. And if you stare at them too long, your brain basically go, I don't get paid enough for this. And today, we're gonna break your brain lovingly with science. Wait, what even is a color? Before we get into the impossible stuff, we need to talk about what color actually is. And I promise this won't be boring. It might be a little boring, but then we'll get to the wild part. So, let's hit your eye. Inside your eye, you've got these little receptor cells called cones. Most humans have 3 types. One for red, one for green, and one for blue. And those 3 signals mixes them together like a DJ on a wedding. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Your brain doesn't just receive colors, it constructs it. Color isn't out there in the world, it's a story your brain tells itself, which means your brain can be lied to. Yes, it can. It turns out your brain is kind of naive. And this is the juicy part. Here's where things get spicy. There are colors called forbidden colors. And no, I did not make that up. I swear to God. Science actually called them that, which is incredible. Science named something forbidden. For real. These are the same people who name things like protein, kinase B. They had one chance to be cool, and they absolutely nailed it. So, what are the forbidden colors? They are colors that your brain theoretically cannot process because of how your cone cells are wired. See, red and green cones are opponent channels. They cancel each other out. You can't see reddish green the same way you can't be a little bit pregnant. The brain just doesn't allow it. A red-green cone in a boxing ring fighting each other. Same with blue and yellow opponent channels. Your brain says you should pick a lane, but there is a little twist. Researchers have actually forced people to see these colors using a technique called Ganzfeld stimulation, which sounds like James Bond hideout. They stabilize the image on your retina so your opponent channels can't cancel each other out. And people who have done it, describe this color they have never seen before. Colors with no name, colors that made them feel weird. And one researcher described reddish green as looking like a color that shouldn't exist, like seeing a new primary color for the first time. I want to see this color so badly, and also I'm terrified of it. Now we get to the people, the special people, the ones walking amongst us. What I can only describe as visual superpowers. Meet the tetrachromats. Most humans have 3 types of cone cells. Tetrachromats have 4. That extra cone sits between red and green range, and it let them distinguish colors that look identical to the rest of us. Put that in perspective. A normal human being can see about 1 million colors. On the other hand, a tetrachromat, or the supervisionists, can see up to 100 millions. I mean, 100 millions. 100 million colors. And I can barely name 15. And here is the kicker. Tetrachromacy is almost exclusively found in women, because gene for the extra cone is on the X chromosome. And men have only 1 X. Women have 2. So women have a chance of getting 2 slightly different versions of red cone gene. And boom, superpower. This, jokes aside, this is why women always say, that's not beige, that's ecru. No, they are not being difficult, actually. To be fair, they are literally saying a different color. And right now, I owe every woman out there an apology. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Now, here is the wild part. Science estimates about 12% of women carry the genetic mutation for tetrachromacy, but only a small fraction of women are actually use the fourth cone. The brain has to learn the process that extra channel. It's like having a fourth speaker in your car, but you never plug it in. One of the most confirmed tetrachromats is a woman named Concetta Antico, an artist from Australia. She describes seeing colors in shadows, in skins, in a tree bark that people can't even imagine. She paints what she sees, and her painting honestly looks like someone turned a saturation of 1,000 pixels. And she once said that looking at a pebble like a stone on the ground, it's like looking at the sunset. I was like, what? A pebble? Meanwhile, I look at the people and I'm like, yeah, that's a great pebble. Moving on. Here is the part that really messes me up, even right now. You're seeing colors that don't technically exist. Your screen is showing you millions of colors using only 3 red, green, and blue pixels. Your brain is interjecting the rest. It's filling in the gaps. It's making stuff up. Color constancy is another one. You know how a white piece of paper looks white, whether you in sunlight or under the moon? The paper is reflecting completely different wavelength. But your brain goes, nah, I know that's white. I got you. This is also why the dress happened. In 2015, a photo of a dress broke the internet because half of humanity saw it as white and gold, and other half saw it as blue and black. And people were furious. Friendship were ended. Families were torn apart. And I'm pretty sure at least one person got filed for divorce because of this issue. But it wasn't a trick. It was your brain making different assumptions about lighting. 2 people looking at the same pixels, constructing 2 completely different realities, which means we've never actually seen the same color. Not once, not you and me, and not anyone. Anyway, moving on. And then there are colors that exist in universe that no human can see. Ultraviolet, infrared. Bees can see UV. Flowers have patterns on them that are basically neon signs saying bees come for pollen. Pollen is here, that are completely invisible to us. That's mind-boggling. We are walking through a world full of secret messages we can't even read. Mantis shrimp, my favorite animal. And yes, I will die on that hill. It has 16 types of photoreceptors. 16! We have 3. And science used to think this meant mantis shrimp see in a comprehensively rich world. Turns out the process is different. The color process is different. More like a barcode scanner than a painter. But still, 16. That's just showing off. And some birds can see magnetic fields as a color overlay. On their vision, they literally see Earth's magnet field as a color. They navigate by it. They have built-in compass that looks like color. I can't even find my keys. So, here's what I want. I want you to take away from all this. The world you see is not the world. It's your world. A construction, a story that your brain tells you based on what hardware you were born with. Some people are walking around with extra hardware, seeing different colors you will never even see. Some people are missing channels and see different world entirely. And somewhere out there, a mantis shrimp is judging all of us. Color isn't a property of a universe. It's a property of you, which is either the most beautiful thing I've said today or a sign that I need to go outside more. And if you want to try to see the forbidden colors, yes, you can actually attempt this at home. I'll link a tutorial in the description. It involves staring at things in a very specific way and possibly questioning your entire reality. Standard stuff. If this video broke your brain in a good way, hit subscribe. I will be doing this every week. We cover the weird, the wonderful, the wait what stuff of science, and I'll see you in the next one. Or will I? Are we even seeing the same video right now? See you.